Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of MTG Arena Run. Today it's midweek magic. It's also the day that Alchemy comes out, so as typical of that, they give us a way to test out all the different Alchemy teams. They're giving us 5 decks again this time, and with Duskmourn, I don't think there's much that is completely new. They do expand on a bunch of teams, but let's take a look at all the Alchemy cards, see what we have up here. So right now, this does look like okay. I see some descent. So what are the cards here? So this looks like a life gain, life loss deck. So we have Golden Sidekick, 2242, flying in life link, pretty good. Whenever you gain life, a random creature card in your hand gets +X perpetually, pretty nice. Mischievous Lookout. This is a rare. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a permanent spell from among non-aura, non-creature permanent cards in your graveyard. If you do, it perpetually becomes a 2/1 rat in addition to its other types. So it's a way of buying back a lot of non-permanents and getting them back as rats. So that's why we see the Duskmourn Reliquary, Candy Trail, which is Vanity. No, this one, so it's a Saga that can attack. We see a few of the enduring ones here. Fear of Ridicule. Enchantment creatures you control have menace, so they're giving us a bit of an enchantment creature team. And when one of or more of those deal combat damage, exile a random creature card from that player's library, then create a token. This copy of that card accepts a 1/1. Okay, we'll take it. Darkstar Banisher. When it enters exile with mana value 3 or less, when it leaves exile, owner seeks a card that shares a card type with the exile card. Okay, so pretty good exile effect. Then yeah. Oh, we also have Tree Battalion. This one originally came from Bloomburrow, so look at top 6 cards of your library, put a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them, conjure a duplicate. Okay, so it's get creature, get offspring as well. So that's the white black bats deck. So it's a combination of life gain and enchantment creatures. It's a bit. I'm starting to think that we're getting a bit of a mishmash here. Let's take a look. What do we have for? Okay, shove aside. We got this one originally from Outlaws of Thunder Junction, if I'm not mistaken. No, this could also be from Murders at Karlov Manor. Replicating Terror. This one of the new ones. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. For each creature sacrificed this way, conjure a duplicate of it into your graveyard. Let's see how it's set. Anguish Recollection. Oh, I see it now. This is actually a picture of this is the Kenritz family. Oh wow, this is actually interesting. So discard a card, seek 2 cards that don't share a card type with the discarded card. Okay, pretty good. Let's see. Fear of Ridicule, we got that from the previous one. We also got Gilded Ambusher. So when it attacks, you may sacrifice another non-land permanent. When you do, each opponent exiles a non-land, non-token permanent they control and a random non-land card from their library. Then Gilded Ambusher deals damage to them equal to the total Okay. Though this one doesn't survive very easily, so there must be something around it. Not so much from this one though, so we'll see what works here. Then we have the Dread Reckoning deck, so green blue. This one's well known for Manifest Dread. Let's see if it. Oh wait, no, this seems to be a bit of. Okay, we got Harrowing Swarm, so Manifest Dread, expected. Then each face down creature you control gains this permanent cost 2 less to turn face up. And when it's okay, so this is a this is a powered up Manifest Dread. You definitely want to hit creatures with this. And we also have Verdant Dread. When it or another permanent you control named Verdant Dread enters, you Manifest Dread. Then you can conjure a card named Verdant Dread onto the battlefield. So you can generate lots of Verdant Dreads this way. Nice. Fear of Change. When this creature enters or dies, exile another creature controlled. Then you conjure a duplicate of something even bigger. So this works with Manifest Dread, like for example, because Manifest Dreads, because their mana value 0, you can use this to get a 2-drop. So that is why almost everything here is a 2-drop here. I think this is creature card, so you can't get Verdant Dread with this or Harrowing Swarm, but you're getting But Flourishing Bloomkin is a good hit here. Exit Specialist is kind of an... No, this one doesn't quite work. You're not going to hit Abhorrent Oculus unless you exile a Sleep Cursed Fairy with it. But then we see a lot of ways of manifesting Dread. In fact, we have Unnatural Summons. You can manifest Dread and get a rebound on this. Okay, this is... Then we have White Blue. So what are the enchantments that they're giving us here? Mothlight Processionist. Enchantment spells you cast have Convoke, and when you Eerie trigger, conjure a card named Mothlight Processionist into your hand, discard that. So if you remember Sigardan Evangel, it has this similar effect, though you don't get an ETB trigger here. Instead, you just get a lot of this. Though with Convoke, you could get quite a good number of creatures this way. In a sense. And we have Wingbright Teeth. When it enters, target opponent reveals each non-land card in their hand. You can choose one of them, and when they cast that spell, we get to draw a card. We gain 3 life. It's a different punisher. It's a different way to punish. And we also get new rooms here. So Solitary Study, creatures you control get +1/+0, and an Endless Corridor. When you unlock this door, conjure a duplicate of this card into your hand. When you do, target... Oh, so you get to conjure even more, and Solitary Study's Endless Corridor. So that's the sequence there. There's a House Meld. Exile target creature. The exile card perpetually becomes an enchantment. Then put it on the battlefield under your control. So you can exile someone else's creature. We get it back as an enchantment. Not the creature anymore, but we do get ETBs and other effects there. Let's see any more. Okay, then we have Lurker in the Deep as another alchemy card. Impending for 4 with them for 2 and 2 blue. When it enters or attacks, seek a non-land card. Okay. And when you seek or one or more cards during your turn, conjure a duplicate of each of those cards, then manifest those duplicates. This is going to be interesting to play around with. And finally, Staying Alive. Okay, cue the BGs. Let's see. Improvising Aerialist, because the Acrobat wasn't that great. At the beginning of your second main phase, if it's tapped, it and the topmost card in your library without flying gain flying. So this is okay. This is better than the Acrobat, but it still has that weakness of it still has a bit of the same weakness, still 2 toughness. So kind of want to use Orphans of the Weak for this. Reluctant Role Model. What's a Soul Shredder? Okay. Ooh. Nice bite. So it's it has haste, crew 1, so this one's easy crew. Then whenever 1 or more creatures die, Soul Shredder perpetually gets +1/+1. This also triggers when it's in the graveyard, and you can sacrifice 2 creatures to return it from your graveyard to the battlefield as a sorcery. So the bite keeps coming back. Also have a Wary Zone Guard. When it's tapped, it enters tap, so it's gonna trigger almost right away. Return up to 1 target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then it perpetually gets +1/+1. So you don't need to return the land, but if you can return the land, it's pretty good. That's why we have the 4 Fabled Passage. Shattering Illuminator. So you may look at it when it's in the top of your library, you get to see it right away. And when this is on the battlefield, as long as the top card of your library is creature card, you can cast it. Okay. And we have FE Fast Learner. Still not getting used to these makeshift weapons, but we already had Outlaws at Thunder Junction, so it is what it is. So we get to enlist. So if you remember, this is the Dominaria United way of tapping creatures to get additional benefits. And if FE is tapped, put a +1/+1 counter on each tapped creature you control. Then seek a survivor card with mana value less. So probably a lot of survivors here. Yep. And you also get Etrimic, Imagine Fiend. When it enters the battlefield, if you control no other creatures, manifest Dread. But as long as you control another creature, it can't attack or block. So it kind of balances it out, I guess. Anyway, let's go for this. We'll play each of the decks here. We'll see just to get a feel for all of this. We're probably only gonna do each one once. I don't feel incentivized to try to win with all of them. We'll see. We'll check how much time it is. We actually spent quite a bit of time talking over all of these cards that came out. So there is that. Okay, getting our first match. Let's. Also, this is a good way to see which ones are the popular ones in a sense. So we can candy trail to hopefully fix this, but I honestly should mulligan. Okay, this is better. We get. I probably bin the Fear of Lost Teeth, because we can just create the food token instead. Go Witch's Vanity. Nope, we're not mulliganing again. I almost clicked that one. Oops. Gremlin Tamer, sure. I might just play Witch's. I might just play Witch's Band. Yeah, okay. Now we have a good reason to play just Witch's Band. So next turn we can Optimistic Scavenger into a Gremlin Tamer. Okay, so I can actually hit with this and snipe the Optimistic Scavenger. During the first 3 turns, it enters tap if you're the starting player. Yes, but it's not. It's the 4th turn now, so I'm okay with this. Might have been more correct to snipe the Gremlin Tamer, but opponent plays Inquisitive Glimmer. They will 1-1 into another Gremlin Tamer. They misplayed that sequence. They should have done it the other way around. And we'll take. Target creature you control gets a Wicked. Let's just put under the Ruined Lurker path, because that one's gonna keep hitting up top. So we have 2 choices here. I can exile, let them seek a card, or I'm just gonna go with the Enduring Tenacity, keep hitting. Opponent is. Ooh, they're really taking it. And we descended, we get. Okay, and that's it? I know our opponent made the mistake with the Gremlin Tamer in that one. Honestly, our opponent should have traded the Gumdrop Poisoner. Traded for the Gumdrop Poisoner right away. There was no reason for them to take the extra damage again. Hello? Yes? Yes. Okay. Yes. Pwede naman. Can you schedule it for Tuesday? This coming Tuesday, yes. Kasi Wednesday ngayon, di ba? 22, is that okay? Yes. Sige, I'll send it to you later. Sige, thank you. Okay. So that one's pretty good. So that was pretty good for the Bats and the Belfry deck. We got quite a few good synergies there. We'll do the Dark Dealings deck next. I should really check removal because that's gonna be quite important. So 3 Deadweights, 2 Shove Asides, 2 Bitter Triumph. Okay, do we have not that many, but we do have quite a few. This one's this one is a demon team here, so we'll give this one a go. We might have issue. We definitely want to keep in mind, especially for this one, is when in doubt, make sure you're able to cast everything and make sure you have a low enough curve. Also, I missed out on what I got from that one, so if you're not, yeah, we are the starting players, so this is not going to be instant speed. We'll most likely end up having to use Unholy Annex to start drawing into more cards. And let's see, based on this, we probably want to go for double black. Opponent playing the blue-green. So if we have Delirium, I can do X equals... No, I probably want to do X equals multiple. Just because we want to be hitting multiple creatures with this. But we do have a good matchup here in the sense that when our opponent starts manifesting Dread, we can remove most of them. These... Okay, I'm gonna pitch the enchant. If this creature gets killed, this lands an enchantment and a creature, so that's an argument for actually pitching the shove aside. Now, I'm not sure how good Fear of Missing Out is gonna be for us here. Opponent is gonna manifest Dread. Oh yeah, we have to also be careful. There are okay, Fear of Ridicule, have Menace, Exile, create token. Let's just Raucous Scatter first. We'll keep that up top because we're gonna end up doing this again. So that actually puts us to 3. So now we just... So since we know we're drawing another Dead Weight, we can Fear of Ridicule into Dead Weight again. Except Hauntwood Shriek. They land a Hauntwood Shrieker, so... I guess we can land Menace first. Let's see what we hit here. Exile another creature you control. If you do, conjure a duplicate of a random creature with mana value X onto the battlefield. Okay. This one gets us to a 5. This one gets us to a 4. I probably get this one out. We got ourselves a Forgotten Create. Oh wait, is this... Oh, it's a random, so you have no control over what you get. At the beginning of upkeep, you may discard if you do draw that many cards. I won't be doing that because I'm right now discarding the... Ooh. This is gonna be... Ooh, this is super rando. I don't know if I like it, but we'll... And we got this from our opponent's deck. So so the blue-green deck plays Momir is playing Momir. Interesting. This might be super random. Well, so Harrowing Swarm. It does cost 2 less to turn face up, so they probably have the mana to turn it face up easily. Malamet Battleglyph, just trade it off, okay. We now have, I'm just gonna manifest Dread. And did my camera just die? Yes, my camera just died. So we can, I need to fix that one. So I could just double block this one, but with these having Menace, I think I'm better off just taking the hit here. If I can hit one more mana, X equals 2 would do it. I think Bitter Tribe also does it too. You can pay 3 life, but we'll cancel first. We're going to hit our opponent first. targets one or more enchantment features, we get a Sleep Cursed Fairy. Yeah, we're gonna pay 3 life. We're gonna use this right away. And we're not gonna wait for our opponent. Oh, that was another Hauntwood Shrieker. Good call. We did use up almost all our dead weight, so there is that. I'm gonna see, try turning it on again, but nope, it's still dead. Only going for an unnatural summons into a Harrowing Swarm. So we really want to hit that one extra mana for Roller Crusher, right? We could also try to just get our opponent to double block, but that's just kind of a bit of a waste. Yeah, let's Roller Crusher. Now this is overkill, but there are 2 targets. And this will do 4 damage, so our opponent's probably gonna start conjuring Verdant Dreads to catch up at this point. Never mind, opponent concedes. Looks like we managed to overrun them. It does mean I have very little hope for the blue-green deck. If well, black-red is not a good matchup for them. There was simply so much cheap removal. Poetic Ingenuity. So let's go. Let's keep going on for. Let's do the blue-green deck now. Let's do Dread Reckoning. I could try to fix the camera, but I am afraid that I'm moving the computer around quite a bit. I'm afraid. Let's see if I can. Nope, it's okay. We'll see if that works. It's still trying to read. It actually can't read. Never mind. Forget it. So, what's our sequence here? I probably want to do the Paranormal Analyst first. Yeah, we can go Hedgemaze first. We don't have a turn 1 play. We can bin the Sleep Cursed Fairy. This is actually pretty interesting as a combat trick. Get back. Yeah, it's also the issue that we... Yeah, this is all Paranormal Analyst first. Now, us being unable to answer the Golden Sidekick, there are a few creatures we can do. So this is an attack trigger. I probably still want to keep this up here because our opponent is... Because it does take a while for this to gain flying. We want to be able to block. Opponent did miss a land drop, so... we might be able to Paranormal and... Now... Now, the way Paranormal Analyst is worded, you kind of don't need multiples. But we... Yes, but this is gonna get out of hand. We don't have a good way of removing this. So we'll just manage this. This was fine. It does get us the card back. Yeah, I'm actually starting to feel really down on this one. So we get a lot of value, but we're about to die in the air. Golden Sidekick on turn 2 without proper removal. Yeah, we're not going to win this one at all. We would need to... And once during each of your turns you may cast a Oh, they're not casting this. Yeah, we need to find a good way to remove. Oh, they're sacrificing the reliquary to... That's fine. That's... In the face of all the things that are about to hit us, also all the flying is gonna really wreck us here. And now our opponent has a very big creature we can't really answer. Now we'll rebound. We'll go Boomkin. But yeah, we're dead next turn, and I don't have a good way around it. Like, this one only has trample, it doesn't even have reach. Yeah, sure, we're getting all this advantage, but we have no good attacks here. I'm gonna concede this one right away. And we're gonna take a quick look. We're gonna take a quick look at the deck. What are our removal options? If I remember correctly, I only saw the battle glyph, but otherwise I think this is a failure of card design. Yeah, we only have the Malamet battle glyph. And that's it. There's no other real removal here. So as cute as this deck is, you can go really tall with this one. If you have barely any answers here. I would not play the blue-green deck at all. Which is a shame. I like the concept. I would give... Okay, Exit Specialist is also another answer, I guess, but... In the face of Perpetual, this is not a really good answer. We really need a lot more... We need a lot more fight effects. And we simply don't have it. Anyway, let's check out the white-blue deck here. Let's see, what are our removal options here? Banishing Light. Well, they're not giving us the ones with Ward. This one is kind of proactive. We have 2 copies of House Meld, so some removal. There's also Bottomless Pool, so that's also removal as well. I think the white-blue deck is better situated. Yeah, somehow I feel like the way these decks are designed is not. I think the Flourishing Bonkin has reach, but that probably still does not help us at all. Like the double lifelink, it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. Yes, we will keep this one. We're missing double white for Enduring Innocence, but we might... But we do have Gremlin Tamer into... Yeah, we're gonna go Gremlin Tamer. We'll see if our opponent has an answer to this. It'll be sad if they do, because it locks us out of the Moth-like Possessionist chain. Yeah, they have it. It makes sense. Into a Fear of Lost Key. We need another white source, which is... this is a very bad key for us. Though we can at least get 2 copies. Oh, wait. Ah! Okay, but here's the catch. If I convoke this, I discard it at the beginning of the next end step. So we're hoping that this survives. Okay, Osseous Stick Twister. So we're not blocking this one because Captivating Crossroads, we go for white. So what are... And this is enchantment spells you have convoke. banish the Stick Twister. Gonna put the counter on Scavenger. Then we will get another copy. Now, now we have to remember this itself does not have E. So I might as well swing with this one. Yeah, we have to remember that the Processionist itself does not have Eerie. So the correct play would have been to tap these two to cast that one, then use actual mana to cast the other one. Next turn we can go Enduring Innocence. Tap with Convoke. Opponent gonna crack their Fabled Passage. So, Razor Demon, so they're gonna give us a card. Turn, bargain, no, back. Ooh, ever after. I'll probably take the pack. Ooh, I should have gone for Ever After, but we wouldn't have anything to get back. I don't think I can win fast enough. Let's just cast it anyway. We'll draw 2 cards. So really going wide with this one. So let's see if we can sequence this a bit. We're gonna need to start drawing one particular card. But we're gonna have to also go really wide as well. So this one will eat up our blue mana, which is fine. I guess. Okay, we're probably not going to be casting that second Processionist. And if I cast this, that really doesn't do anything, so we're going to actually just go Wing Bright Teeth and Vogue. We really have to go wide with this one. I'm going to put it on this. Definitely taking out the... Yeah, I'm gonna end up discarding all these extra copies, but that's fine. So next turn we're going to start... Yeah, we'll take 7. We're probably gonna lose the game in other ways. Unfortunately, this doesn't give haste, so there might be no point in casting this. We're actually going to start tapping the Processionist to do this one. We're going to get a lot of triggers this way. Yeah, opponent concedes there. We were going to go... I think we were going to go wide enough to overtake them. And our opponent also swinging up top. I would just spread the counters, start them giving the pluses. I would have wished having more white sources there, but we kind of survived that one. So yeah, it's easy to go off the rails there. Vile Mutators, additional cost, sacrifice a creature. Okay. So that leaves us with one more deck to try. Let's see if we can actually stay alive. Also, let's do a removal sanity check here. Coordinated clobbering. That's some removal. Get lost. Okay, some removal. There's an unidentified hover ship. Also removal. So we have a good amount of removal here. Let's see if we can actually stay alive long enough. If any, survival seems to be closer to a... Yeah, it's better as a constructed mechanic. We're seeing a lot of decks that play around with the rares and just using vehicles as a way to tap it down. Would have liked Kona, but we're here to feature other things. Now let's see if we can actually get a win with this one. But yeah, overall, I am thoroughly unimpressed with the blue-green deck. Barely any interaction. It's just all manifest red. Now, it does seem to match up well with the blue-white one. But, yeah. Now, these ETB tap, so this is a bit of an issue here. I'm gonna start with this one because it does allow us to start with damage right away. If our opponent has a drop poisoner. So take this. Next turn we have get lost as an option. We will probably just do that. Oh yes, that one's getting lost. No doubt about it. Improvising aerialist. We have to do a check. 3 or more cards exiled with veteran survivors. So okay, opponent is gonna exile this instead. I'm fine with that. Okay, let's take it. So next turn we can just tap Rip Spawn Hunter, hope to hit something. Opponent goes Sanguine Soothsayer, conjure a card named Sanguine Bond, sure. We could just exile this again. But I feel like I want to save it for something bigger, I guess. If our opponent invests on the map tokens, I might just hover ship it out of existence. Opponent's still deciding what to do here. Yeah, definitely want to take this out because I want to force our opponent to actually spend mana to crack the food token so that they don't just get a free -2/-2 of gumdrop poisoner. I'm gonna make them work for it. That golden sidekick. Yeah, that's a reason. Yep, that's another hover ship target. Hello? Okay, sige. Okay, so I guess we'll just cast this one. I'll be right back. Okay, looks like our opponent is about to use Duskmourn Reliquary on something. They could exile one of these, but what will they get back? They just get back Manifest Dread, so they sacrifice one of the map tokens. That's fair. So we're about to give our opponent quite a few Manifest Dread creatures, so we're hoping that Rip Spawn Hunter can... Okay, I'm gonna crew the bike first. Then we can crew one of the hover ships if our opponent decides to swing at us. Though we do... Taps a conjure. Because they're about to play this one, hit us for 2. I guess it's fine. Let's just trade it right away. Get it out of here. Then they take out the bike, which is kind of fine. We'll still get that trigger. And oh yeah, because it grows quite a bit, our opponent will not be able to snipe this one right away. So we actually keep our Soul Shredder alive. But now we need to... Okay, one's going Ruin Lurker back into a Candy Trail. Okay, so they're really going in on the life gain, life loss. We will play Rip Spawn Hunter. Though I would prefer to have another creature because I don't have any plans of... Ooh, they also hit a Fel, so they get sniped. Ah, that's a really bad one for us. Etrimic might actually be better for us here. And this is quite okay because it... So we know that's a Fel. They're gonna Fel that one. So I might as well crew with this. So our Soul Shredder is becoming really big. And I am very willing to trade. and I can probably just start hit. I probably can just start hitting them with the bike at this point. In fact, let's see. They gave up a 3-3 for 1, and they gave up something else. Oh, that was a good hit. Taking out the fear for the kill. And never mind, point concedes. We were able to remove almost everything there. Okay, there we go. That was a pretty good run. Yeah, having removal is super key. Having interactions of importance. So that does make the blue green deck as good as much as I like this concept. This is really not good. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.